Hello students, I hope you all are fine. So today I will explain you the lesson of your literature book, The Prodigal Son. It's on page number 34 of your English literature book. Students, what do you mean by prodigal? Prodigal means spending money freely and rather wastefully. Now, what do you mean by prodigal son? Prodigal son means a person who spends his money with wasteful nature or who spends too much. Now, let me tell you the story in short. The Prodigal Son is a moral-based story told by Jesus. It is taken from the Bible. The story of the prodigal son begins with a rich farmer who has two sons. The younger son asks his father for his portion of the family wealth as an early inheritance. The younger son immediately sets off to a distant land and begins to waste his wealth on unnecessary things. Spending so freely, his gold gets soon over. He is left with no money and no way to live. He asks his friends for help, but nobody helps him and calls him a fool. Lastly, he is reduced to work to look after a farmer's herd of sheep. His salary was only a small plate of food every day. He thinks of his father's servants who are at least fed well and have shelter at night. Finally, he decides to return to his father and ask for forgiveness and mercy. The father, who has been waiting, receives his son back with open arms. He is overjoyed by the return of his lost son. Immediately, the father turns to his servant and asks them to prepare a delicious feast in celebration of his son's return. Meanwhile, the older son boils in anger when he comes in from working in the fields. He discovered a party with music and dancing to celebrate his younger brother's return. The father tells the older son, "You're obvious with me and all that I have is yours, but your younger brother was lost and now he is found." The elder son understood the wisdom of his father's words and goes into the house to rejoice. This was all about the story. Thank you. Take care. God bless you all.